Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Watson and the Green Bay Packers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Atlanta Falcons.
Historic Lambeau Field, fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out, their two-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his fourth season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good. We're on green.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
from the 44. Watson. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. The numbers for Sanders last week, 8 catches, 137 yards. On first down, Watson.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
43-yard line.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team. Because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville, it's Lamar Jackson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And this one complete to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Green Bay Packers.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are.
Touchdown, Packers. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Darnell Savage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
KJ Hamler on the return. The Falcons take over first.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. On second down now, it's Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones, his second sack of the night. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
There, back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watson on first down. Snead's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on third down, Watson. This pass complete to Reynolds. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught. Smith. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson looks to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
There defensively.
Again, it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-16 was how that one finished. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Russell Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. 30-10 was the final score. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
28, Jonathan
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Complete to Noah Fant.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
C.J. Mosley.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. But now it's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Yards to go.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this one quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 27, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 7.
They run it again with Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Blake Cashman.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Next to score, Packers 27.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st.
3 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down at 4. Jackson. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. The 20. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 30 on second down, Watson. He's got Smith here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches. At the Falcons, 27.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And the grab by Croft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Touchdown, Packers. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes
about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How about get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Set to kick off.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got Snead. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Tonight,
a lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire...